If you ever go to somebody's house and they're cooking hard-boiled eggs and the water looks like this, there are only two options as to what the liquid might be that they are using to boil these bad boys. I guess that Mountain Dew is objectively the better one, but either way, I think I would be leaving that house and never contacting that person again.
Yes, I did use Mountain Dew. And yes, I did use some hot sauce from this bottle. This is a Pepper Patch jalapeno hot sauce. I got a Pepper Patch box for the holidays.
Alright, time for a poll. Do you guys think that the inclusion of this hot sauce is gonna make the eggs better or worse? Personally, I really don't know. I feel like maybe it could be going for like a sweet and spicy kind of vibe, but once again, these are Mountain Dew eggs, so I don't know if that even works. I don't know if you can really do a whole lot of positives to the flavor profile of an egg boiled in Mountain Dew, but maybe.
Now I got a nice medium heat. We're gonna let those delicious little egg treats soak in that sugary Mountain Dew goodness.
I really can't tell if this is a joke or not, and it's making it 10 times more funny. This man is describing this concoction like it's something sent from the gods. This is like what you would make in a zombie apocalypse.
Hopefully it'll give it like a nice citrusy, spicy kick. That's the hope anyways. But yeah, hard-boiled eggs and some Mountain Dew. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? We're gonna let this steep in the Mountain Dew and the jalapeno hot sauce until the eggs start to peak halfway through our liquid.
This is beginning to look like a practical effect for an alien egg sack in some sort of sci-fi movie. I feel like this pot is about to jump onto my face and latch onto me.
Then we'll turn it off and put them in a bowl. So once those eggs start to peak out past the Mountain Dew halfway through, we're gonna shut off the stove. I'll let those reduce in that Mountain Dew for as low as I can make it. They're looking cool, man.
This man is really missing an opportunity here. He is inhaling that Mountain Dew right into his lungs. He could probably go put up the nastiest game of search and destroy ever recorded, but instead he wants to focus on these eggs. That's a dedicated chef.
Almost done, YouTube. Let's look at these hard-boiled eggs to absorb that flavor. Yes, give it a nice push with the fork. We let those eggs cool off now. I gave them a quick cold rinse in some water that was cold, ice cold at that.
I have no doubt that you could take these to a museum and they would accept them as fossilized dinosaur eggs. These look radioactive. I mean, I know they were just cooked in Mountain Dew, but these look like something you would find in the kitchen in Resident Evil 7.
We're gonna cool them off and we'll try them later. Check them out.
Oh my god, why do they look like that? Mr. Cobra, how long were they sitting for? Did you forget about these for a few weeks? I don't think you should eat these.
Soaking them in cold water made them easier to peel. Putting the cracks in them left the cool grooves in it. Let's see how I do.
No, don't me, Mr. Cobra. You're not enjoying what you're eating. And even if you are, you're the one who came up with this idea, so, like, you can't be trusted on what tastes good. We need a neutral third party, somebody that we can trust to be honest, and who better for the job than Honest Tries? That's right, boys and girls, he is back. I wasn't even actually gonna make this into a video. I figured it was kind of too short, there wasn't a whole lot going on. But when I searched this up on YouTube, I saw that today, Honest Tries made a video on it, trying the Mountain Dew eggs. So we're gonna see how they really taste. Take it away, Mr. Tries.
Yeah, they definitely have like a strange odor to them. I mean, obviously they got the egg smell, but there's just kind of a weird, sickly smell as well. Like it doesn't smell rotten or anything, it just smells real weird.
Yeah, that's what we call in the gaming community the smell of the boiled dew, baby. I can see you haven't been playing your Call of Duty.
Alright, let's give it a shot. I mean, it just tastes like a fairly normal hard-boiled egg. Definitely it's probably more done than normal, but the outside definitely has like a very slight, very slight sweet like hint to it, but it didn't permeate the egg at all, and it's gone once you actually start chewing.
My god, what a disappointment. I thought we finally found a way to keep gamers fed throughout the day in a somewhat healthy manner. If you can't even taste the Mountain Dew, what's the point? Maybe we need to try something more—
around when this mysterious figure passes by has left his friends thinking that he had sensed this ghostly presence. The doll was hidden from sight was because they didn't want anyone buying it. They were afraid this doll might be cursed or even haunted. Now Jay wasn't really sure if this had been the actual reason, but after living with this doll for more than a year, it's become clear to him that this may have been the case. Something isn't right with this doll. While resting in his living room and watching over his child, Jay captures something on camera that leaves him extremely unnerved. Take a look.
I think I can see it on here. Hold on. Now it's stopped. Oh, wait, there it is. See if she moves. There it is.
Like something straight out of a horror movie, the doll slowly tilts its head to face the camera as though it knew it was being filmed. Jay recoils in fear as he watches in terror this creepy doll move its head. Although creeped out, Jay is glad he had caught this, as he's been trying to capture this doll move for the longest time. Many viewers no doubt believe that the doll is haunted, but whether or not that's so is up to you to decide. Did something paranormal happen here? Or might there be something that could possibly explain this? There has yet to be a definitive answer to this question. It's late at night when a group of friends decide to visit their school to do something that they would later come to regret. Rumor has it that the school they attend is haunted. According to some students, if you knock on the door of the nurse's office, which is located at the back of the school, someone or something would knock back. Not sure if the rumors were true, and feeling adventurous, a girl named Devi and her friend set out to explore the back of their school and knock on the nurse's door. But what they capture sends them running in a panic frenzy. This is what they caught.
Go. Just knock on it, knock. Knock, go. Knock harder. Let them know. Let them.
Out of nowhere, a blood-curdling scream is caught on camera, sending the girls running in full terror. They have no idea where the guttural screams came from, but one could only guess the source of the screech. Viewers believe that it came from either inside the school or near it, which only helps to prove the rumors as true. Something haunts this school. But of course, what's your stance on this? Supernatural or something else? You let me know. This next video was recorded by a school custodian who captured something pretty creepy while working alone inside an empty school. It was on a Sunday when this video was taken, so no students or faculty members were present during this time at this middle school. The only person there was the custodian recording this video, who swore that something unexplainable had occurred during his shift. He was mopping the floors of the school's empty hallways when suddenly something happened that quickly paralyzed him with fear. The video he took is just downright spooky. Have a look. If you listen closely, the sound of a child's voice can be heard. It almost sounds as though they're distressed, which many viewers believe is a cry for help. Although it's unknown where the voice is coming from, the custodian adds that this isn't the first time something like this has happened. Other custodians who have worked at the school have also encountered strange events while working alone. Knowing the history of this place, which has had numerous strange occurrences, the person who posted this can't help but think that something is haunting the school. Very little context is given on this video, so it's hard to be sure if something unexplainable was captured. But until more info is given, the source of this mysterious voice remains unknown. In the following video, a hospital in Mexico had caught footage of something pretty creepy. The video takes place inside a corridor of an empty facility. In it, we can see a hospital staff member sitting by himself. According to him, he was sitting alone when all of a sudden, a patient who was trying to leave the hospital asked him for directions to the nearest exit. Feeling confused upon seeing this patient, as he made sure the floor was empty before taking his break, he gets up to check who the patient was on the hospital's computer. But when he looks over at the security footage that was taken during this time, he was spooked out of his mind. This is what was captured. Based on this recording, whoever the nurse was talking to was not actually there. Those who've seen this footage believe that the man was either talking to himself or, as the man himself believes, a ghost. Just who or what was talking to this nurse? The nurse in this video has no idea and is still creeped out by this footage. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. On March 11 of 2023, a very strange video was captured inside a hallway at an undisclosed hotel. This footage was posted online by someone who found the video without mentioning where it came from. The original source is unknown. The footage shows a woman entering the eerily empty corridor all by herself when something very peculiar is caught on camera. Needless to say, what was captured is eerie to say the least. This is what was caught. Based on the video, one could safely assume that something highly unusual had taken place here. A plant seemingly falls on its own, as though tipped over by an unseen force. And, creepiest of all, the woman's hair is suddenly blown forward, as if a mysterious breeze had come out of nowhere. Naturally, the woman was left extremely terrified by this chilling occurrence. Now, according to some viewers, this wasn't all that occurred because apparently something happens before any of these events. As the woman enters the hallway, and right before the plant tips over, a very faint shadow can be seen manifesting out of nowhere before quickly disappearing within seconds. The shadow doesn't appear to be the woman's, as it seemingly vanishes while she's still there. With no explanation as to who or what cast the supposed shadow, it's believed that whatever this was had been responsible for the strange activity that occurred later. But, as always, what are your thoughts on this? Like most clips, this one remains a mystery. The following video comes from Elsa McIntosh, and in this footage, a couple of friends are standing outside a room. They appear to be acting with caution, as though they're afraid to enter this room. Something about this space scares them. According to Elsa, this room has not been open for 6 years, and for good reason. Strange things have happened inside this room. Although Elsa doesn't go into detail about the strange things that have happened, the video itself says it all. Entering this room, according to Elsa, was a big mistake. This is what they caught.
See if they move. Oh, okay, hold on. Give me the lighter. I I need
Light
to.
it, light it. Okay, why did that take so long? Was it the wrong key?
Is there cameras in there?
Why would there be cameras?
Isn't it beautiful?
Grandpa crazy. Oh, it's just a bedroom? Are you going in?
No, I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
I don't feel good. Nah, I don't. I'm getting
This is
like
why
a
white
pressure
people
on my
die in movies, bruh.
Nah. We have black up in this bitch.
Oh my god, I just got so
What is
lightheaded.
that?
I just got
Corbin, don't be going through this stuff.
I just got so lightheaded. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. I got lightheaded as soon as I walked in here.
Yeah.
You are not welcome here.
Oh, my head's itching. I
If
think
there's
there's
any
lice
spirits
in
in
here.
here, leave. You are not welcome.
Why is Santa Claus locked up?
That thing's creepy.
Why, Santa, why are you locked up? It could be an object in here.
Yeah.
Did your grandpa ever think about that? Like, it could be an object. You could just burn the whole room. What are you doing in the closet, dude?
Oh, my back's burning.
Is it really?
Bitch, my back's
Do you have
burning.
scratch marks in it? I don't know. Oh my god! No, you're kidding!
Stop. Stop.
No,
Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out!
Scratch marks up your back.
Stop.
No, you do.
Stop. You're giving me anxiety.
Oh my
Show it.
god.
You're kidding, right? You're kidding.
No.
Look.
While checking out the room, a friend of Elsa suddenly feels a burning sensation on his back. Wanting to ensure that he wasn't imagining this burning feel, he lifts up his shirt to show his friends. But to their shock, they see what looks to be scratch marks running across his lower back. Elsa's friend swears that he hadn't scratched his back. Something in this room had done this. In a short video, Elsa explains this chilling occurrence.
And so we put crystals up by the door, and it took us like 5 minutes to unlock that door. Like, it
Yeah.
wouldn't open.
Felt like someone was pushing.
Yeah, it felt like someone was pushing it back towards us. We finally got it open, we went in, and immediately I felt lightheaded. Didn't you say you didn't feel good?
I did not feel good.
Yeah, immediately I felt lightheaded, and I was like, okay, weird. But I was just trying to like play it off, you know, like it's not real, it's not real. And then he said that his back was burning, and as a joke, I was like, oh, imagine if he had scratch marks. And then he had them, and in the video, you obviously can see there was no one near him. No one was near him. I just walked up to him. It was. You could feel the scratch marks, like they were hard scratch
and when
marks.
I was walking back out of the room, another 3 appeared.
Now Elsa further adds that the house was built in the 1800s, and the key to this room had mysteriously appeared out of nowhere. It was lying about in one of the rooms, as though someone or something had placed it there for somebody to find. Curiosity got the... On November 22nd of 2021, 2 policemen were called to search a house after the property owner suspected that someone had broken in. Now the house itself is an Airbnb that the owner occasionally rents out, but the owner was sure that no guests/renters were staying that night. She had dropped by to the house when she saw the front door open. Upon seeing this, she called police to search the house for any intruders. The police arrive and begin to search. But while searching the property, something very strange happens. The events that occurred during the search have left both officers extremely unsettled. All events were captured on a body cam worn by policemen. This is what was caught.
But they're out of town right now. They're with his parents.
And how many rooms do you have?
2 upstairs and 1 downstairs.
All right, we're gonna have to go and search the house. Is it okay if we go in?
Yeah, of course.
You don't have any like pets or dogs or anything?
No.
All right. Just stay here, man.
Police, if anyone's here, make yourself known. Police.
Anyone inside?
I'm gonna check downstairs, you get upstairs.
Police! Anyone inside, make yourself known.
Downstairs clear. Upstairs clear?
Yeah. Yeah, we're good.
Now, something that's odd about this video is that all the closets appear to be empty. Although somewhat strange, the video's description states that the homeowner occasionally rents out the house through Airbnb. So, as to prevent guests/renters from stealing personal items such as clothes, leaving the closets empty is necessary. Now, another thing that viewers point out is that the cops don't bother turning on the lights. This is actually normal though, as taking the time to find the light can spell life or death for the officer. All officers must be ready to confront any danger during a search, meaning that all their attention is solely given to the threat at hand. However, the doors opening by themselves when the officer searches upstairs, and the sudden footsteps heard right behind him are things that viewers can't seem to explain. Whatever it might have been, the homeowner can rest assured that nobody's inside. But depending if she's a believer in the paranormal, living with a ghost, or something else entirely, may be equally disturbing. This video, like most others, remains a mystery. This next video comes from Sean McAuliffe, who claims to have captured something pretty freaky on camera. Sean says that he's been living in his house for 23 years now, and ever since moving in at the age of 14, he's been seeing things that he can't explain. Initially thinking that it was just in his head, he didn't worry too much about it, but it wasn't until seeing more and more of these strange happenings that he started to think that maybe the stuff he's seen is actually real. While each of these incidents had to be spooky, this one has got to be the freakiest. It's late at night and Sean is away from home when suddenly the camera in his bedroom begins to move around as it seems to be sensing movement from somewhere. A few seconds pass and this is captured. As the camera points straight ahead, a dark figure can be seen peeking at the camera before slowly showing more of itself. But right before it's able to show some more, the camera points away. When it points back, the figure is no longer seen. It's as though the shadowy figure was intrigued by the camera, but was scared away when it suddenly moved on its own. Similar to the figure, Sean is fascinated by whatever this is, but at the same time, terrified by it. Overall though, he's just glad that he caught footage of this mysterious figure, as he now has proof that something is inside his house. But as always, you be the judge. Is this actual proof of something paranormal? Or was something else captured? On December 2nd of 2022, a family in India began uploading a series of videos documenting strange happenings inside their home. Up until recently, the family hadn't posted these videos out of fear of being shamed by friends and family, as they don't believe in the paranormal. But after experiencing an event so disturbing, they deemed it necessary to share their footage. They reasoned that not sharing their videos would prevent them from getting the help they need. The following video is the first of many, all of which progressively get stranger and stranger. In this first incident, the family's at home when their son notices something very peculiar outside their window. Watch.
What is it, Lulu? Where?
It's right here, next to the gun. It's next to the
After taking a second look at the so-called imaginary friend, being unable to see him. Although somewhat strange, the parents don't think much of this. Nowhere, followed by the smoke detector going off randomly. This happens. The entity that haunts them. As they play the recording, this happens.
ये maggots कहाँ से आ रहे हैं? What? Maggots? Houseflies के जो worms जो आते हैं ना? दो हैं अभी. इधर है ना? Maggots, not worms. Come and see now. कितना time लगा रही हो?
Later, I will tell you. I want clean house.
It's a maggot. Why are you scared? बच्चा तुमको देख के सीखता है. ड्रामा मत करो.
Oddly enough, playing the recording has led to the sudden emergence of maggots. 2 nights later, but as if that wasn't baffling enough, 2 nights later, they capture something beyond strange. It's late at night, when a loud noise outside the bedroom wakes up the parents. Take a look. Without warning, the small chair that's initially seen against the wall mysteriously slides over to the couch in a swift motion as though someone or something had pushed it. The father understandably runs back into the room, fearing for his safety. Viewers believe that whatever had slit the chair had done so with the intent of causing harm. Although we don't know if the family agrees with this notion, they most certainly agree that this next incident, which occurred a few nights later, is the creepiest of all. This is what they caught.
It's almost the same time.
The sound of running footsteps are heard running towards the father. As anyone would, the father bolts back into the room in full terror. Just like the previous incidents, this one has left the family completely spooked. They have no clue as to what is haunting them, and neither do most viewers. However, it wasn't until recently that a follow-up video was made by the father commenting on the incidents that have taken place. In this video, the father mentions a certain detail that, according to viewers, could explain why strange things are happening to the family. Take a look.
Okay, so this is like around 5 months ago. We had actually kept a maid over here. I don't want to mention her nationality, but she had a very strange behavior, and initially we didn't notice it much, but later on, yeah, it was kind of creepy. She used to prepare food for us, and like you can say, like she used to make breakfast and dinner for her, and I don't know why, but she never used to eat her own cooked food. We used to eat the food, and my son, and we have never seen her eating the food in front of her. And whenever we used to ask her, has she eaten her dinner or something, like she used to say, yeah, I've already eaten it. But we used to check the camera that if she's eaten or not. No, we have never seen her eating food at home. And this is where the maid used to sleep. And through the nanny cam, what we used to see her every night, like 1 to 4 a.m, she used to like just sit down in the middle over here and just staring at our bedroom door, which was how can someone have like some kind of insomnia behavior, just sitting still and watching at our bedroom door. We were scared of her. We decided to just lay her off. And after she went, and it was almost for a month, there was no.
Viewers believe that the maid, which the family had laid off, is responsible for the strange occurrences. They believe that in retaliation for being fired, she had placed a curse on the home, which is evident by the dangerous activity encountered by the family. Whether or not that's true, there's no denying that the activity continues to intensify with each new video captured. That said, this next video is no exception to this notion. The family is once again woken up late at night when this is captured.
अजय मत जाओ, मैं तुम्हारे पैर पड़ती हूँ, प्लीज।
नहीं, कुछ नहीं होता, खबर।
Come here.
Okay, I'm not doing this.
It appears that someone or something had mimicked the father's voice. Although pretty terrifying, it's the latest and final incident that has left the family extremely unsettled. This is what was captured.
Okay. Okay.
Mysteriously, someone or something had left the faucet running in both the kitchen and bathroom. After shutting them off, the sound of running footsteps are heard once again. Naturally, the father was shaken up. The family continues to document these strange occurrences in the hopes that someone can explain what's going on. Unfortunately, a definitive explanation has yet to be given. But what are your thoughts on this? Is the maid that was laid off responsible for the activity? Could Jerry, the imaginary friend, be the actual culprit? A construction worker is working the graveyard shift at a warehouse when something very strange is caught on camera. This footage was posted by XAlien97, who works security at a construction site where the following chilling incident had taken place. XAlien says that ever since showing this video to the people who work there, employees have been on edge. They fear that they too will experience this terrifying encounter. In a very short video, XAlien recounts the events of that night.
So I work security at this construction site, right? We got all the trucks. We got these real things right here. There you go. One of these. These things are heavy. Just a little backstory. It was a construction worker that he needed help pushing one of these. He says a guy came up to him, another worker, and he says, "I got you. Just guide me and I'll push it for you." So I said, "Okay, cool." So he was guiding him. He kept telling him, "Back it up, back it up, back it up," and he was pushing it. When they were done, he went around the reel to tell him thank you, and he says that he was gone.
Now the scariest part about this story is that when the worker had one day gone up to the main office of the building, he noticed a particular memorial photo of the workers who used to work at the company. In this photo, he saw the man who had helped him push the reel. Eerily, the photo says he had passed away in 2015. The following is the video of what's believed to be the ghost of the ex-employee caught on camera. Eerily enough, the person who was helping the worker with the reel suddenly disappears. According to the worker, he had walked around to thank the man for helping him, but to his shock, he was no longer there. It's as though he seemingly vanished into thin air. Given the story provided by the security guard, could it be that this worker had encountered the spirit of a deceased ex-employee? Or might there be some logical explanation for this truly odd occurrence? As with most videos, this one has yet to be solved. Now, the following video doesn't have much info, as the original source is unknown, but even without knowing its origin, the footage is no less scary. The story goes that a man who lives in a village near the Swiss Alps heard strange noises coming from the mountainous region. He decides to climb the mountain and find the source of these unusual sounds. When he gets to the top, he's immensely frightened by what he sees. This is the video he took.
Ne znam da li je moguće. Ne znam da ste vidjeli. Ili mislim možda što sam sam ovde. Kao da mi se učinilo. Ne znam da ste vidjeli, molim vas zavratite. Ništa se ne vidi. Ništa ne vidim i dalje. Učini mi se kao da je mrnulo malo.
The man sees what appears to be two giant figures standing in the distance. Even more chilling is the fact that the figures seem to be moving ever so slightly, confirming that they weren't statues, but instead something else entirely. The man believes that these might have been angels or an entity of some sort, as he felt a sense of peace and believed that the figures meant no harm. Yet when looking at the video through an infrared lens, the figures don't appear to be fake or CGI'd. Whatever had been on top of this mountain seems to have actually been there. But, like always, you be the judge on whether or not something supernatural was captured. Just what exactly had been on top of this mountain? On December 31st of 2022, 3 policemen were dispatched to a house after receiving a call from a neighbor who reported that loud, strange noises were coming from inside. The neighbor stated that they heard deep, guttural noises and piercing screeches that were unlike anything they'd ever heard. When the police arrived, they were deeply disturbed by what they found. Now, the video itself was taken by a paramedic who was immediately called to the scene. As it turns out, the police requested immediate medical care as they were unprepared to deal with the situation at hand. They had no idea that the house they were in once belonged to a family of cannibals who enjoyed butchering human flesh and making exotic dishes that consisted of human remains. This cannibalistic family has since passed away, but their house still remains in its shabby condition in a small town located in Greater Poland. On the night of New Year's Eve in 2022, a 20-year-old woman named Kamilka had been inside the house with a couple of friends. They were all playing with the Ouija board with the intent of conjuring the spirits of the cannibalistic family and the victims they consumed. This was a bad idea, as all of a sudden, Kamilka began acting erratically and extremely feral before barricading herself inside a room. Something had gone terribly wrong. According to her friends, Kamilka had seemingly become possessed. When the police came, they were left highly unnerved by what they saw. This is what was caught. Victims they consumed. This was a bad idea, as all of a sudden, Kamilka began acting erratically and extremely feral before barricading herself inside a room. Something had gone terribly wrong. According to her friends, Kamilka had seemingly become possessed. When the police came, they were left highly unnerved by what they saw. This is what was caught.
Jezu, jak to ona tak warczy? Ja pierdzielę.
Różny kurwa, tak?
No, totalnie.
Pierdolę, ja dostaję tylko 5000 zł, kurwa, tam. Idź tam do...
Uważaj.
Kamila!
Ona jest nad nami u góry, od góry coś widzi.
Znamiony byśmy się zrobili pozycjami, to może mógłbyśmy to sami zrobić. Odsuń się i
Nie?
uważaj, bo łeb kurwa zostanie.
Drut ma jakiś.
Nie, niech pan wyjdzie i obrócimy mieszkał do
Terrified by Kamilka's strange behavior, the police are unable to go inside and save her. So, as a final attempt to get her out, they head outside and place a ladder against the side of the room where she hides. This, however, did not go as expected.
Milka! Tu jesteś, dzikuska. Chodź, misiu. Nie bardziej jak świnia, kurwa. Chodź. Chodź tu, kurwo. Chodź tu. Chodź tu, Kamilka. Kamilka, tu coś cię widzę. No nie czołgaj się. Kamilka. Kamilka, dziecko cię woła. Kamilka. Wiktoria cię woła.
The police tell Kamilka that her daughter Victoria is with them as an attempt to lure her out of the room, but this didn't seem to work, given that she still stayed inside. Unfortunately, not much else is caught on camera as the video ends abruptly, but according to the paramedic who shot the video, Kamilka was eventually taken to the hospital. Strangely enough, it was upon arriving at the hospital that she started acting normal again. After being thoroughly examined by a psychiatrist, Kamilka showed no signs of any psychiatric disorders. Her blood was also checked for any intoxicating substances that could explain her strange behavior, but no traces of any drugs were found in her system. To this day, Kamilka's family nor her friends could explain what happened inside that house. All that is known is that her family wishes to never see their daughter ever like this again. Whether Kamilka was possessed or if she had a temporary psychosis remains a mystery. In a previous video, I talked about a family in India who's been documenting unusual events inside their home. The family has seen more than just a couple of things move on their own, but also other small incidents that seem to hint at something way bigger and perhaps dangerous. From their house being suddenly infested with hundreds of maggots, which appeared out of nowhere as they played holy music throughout the house, to occasionally hearing the pitter-patter of invisible footsteps late at night. The family can't help but think that a curse has been placed on their home. They believe that ever since letting go of the maid who took care of them, strange things have been happening. The maid, according to them, is responsible for the strange activity. Although having seen some crazy things, it's the most recent occurrence that's by far the strangest. It's late at night when the family is woken up by mysterious noises. This is what was caught.
रुको मैं भी हूँ
नहीं तुम बच्चे के साथ रहो नहीं तो वो डरेगा
Daddy, can I go?
No mama, you take care of mommy. Daddy will come soon. इधर भी पूरा कवर गिरा हुआ है.
Most chilling of all is the video of how it all happened, which was captured by the security camera inside their living room. Take a look. Naturally, the family was left unnerved, but they were left even more so by an incident that took place only a few days later. It's past midnight when this is captured.
Baby, are you awake? Baby. Please stay outside, please. Just scared me.
Similar to a previous incident experienced by the family, the sound of small footsteps are heard running about without a trace. Now, given that the family has experienced this before, the family's not as scared or phased as when they first encountered this. It would be the following incident, however, that changes that. Only a few nights later, this was captured. The father is seemingly pushed by an unseen force. He quickly falls over while seeming a bit disoriented as he tries his best to figure out what just happened. It is only seconds later that he realizes that something had touched him. While the family continues to document these chilling occurrences, viewers continue to suggest that they move out of the house as soon as possible. The family does plan on doing that, but it won't be anytime soon, as they have to make certain arrangements before doing so. Unfortunately, for now, the family has to endure whatever strange occurrence is thrown at them. Just like before, there have yet to be more updates on the situation of this family. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. Marcos Garcia is the owner of a small car shop that is currently operated by just one mechanic. This mechanic is the only employee at this workshop, and it was just recently that he received a car from a customer who needed repairs on the vehicle. Ever since receiving this car though, strange things have been happening around the place. Both the business owner and the mechanic believe that there's something quite mysterious about this car. They don't know what it is, but they have a slight suspicion that it might be the reason as to why unexplainable things have been happening recently. This vehicle, according to them, scares them. Although feeling creeped out by the car's presence, they don't think much of it and carry on with their daily assignments. But then one day, a very peculiar incident is caught on camera. Marcos, the business owner, is watching over the shop through a security camera when he notices the mechanic acting very strange. The old man was moving in such a way that it made him feel very unsettled. But when the mechanic was asked as to what he was doing, he replied that he was talking to the client who had dropped off the creepy car. Marcos, though, found this very unusual. The video Marcos had seen tells a different story. This is what he saw.
Oye, este weón se volvió loco. Estoy revisando por la cámara del taller. De mi teléfono, estoy en mi casa. Y este maestro está hablando solo. No cacho qué onda. La verdad que no cacho qué onda. No, está hablando solo. Le voy a preguntar por cámara qué está haciendo. A ver, vamos a preguntar. ¿Sabes que consígueme el teléfono con la Connie, porfa? ¿Pero con quién habla, weón? ¿Aló? Oye, disculpa, pero ¿con quién estás hablando? Oye, cálmate. ¿Qué, don Carlos? Pero, oye, escúchame un poquito. ¿Tú me estás hablando del accidente de anoche? Juan, me estáis hueveando, ¿cierto? Oye, ¿podéis subir? ¿Sabes qué? Oye, es que no estáis hablando con nadie, viejo. No estás hablando con nadie, Juan, y ayer los que chocaron murieron todos. Juan, no estás con nadie, sube y ven a ver las cámaras, tengo todo grabado. Sube, viejo, sube, vente al tiro. No estás con nadie, Juan. Viejo, no, tengo grabado, vente por favor, vente.
Confused and slightly unsettled by the old man's behavior, Marcos immediately calls him to ask what exactly is happening. To his shock, the mechanic replies that Carlos, the client who had dropped off the car days ago, was visiting him to discuss details about his car and a racing accident that occurred the night before. Marcos was chilled to his core. Hearing him mention the racing accident from last night was beyond strange. As it turns out, Carlos, the client, had passed away in a terrible street racing accident the night before. The mechanic had not been aware of this incident until recently. The question is though, how exactly did he come to learn about this news? Could it be that the alleged spirit of Carlos had paid the mechanic a visit? Is the so-called haunted car responsible for this? Or is this simply a case of someone who's become slightly unhinged from doing too much work at the shop? Just like Marcos, viewers believe that something supernatural was caught on camera. Michelle A. and her small family live in a suburban home in Long Island, New York. Both she and her husband are happily raising 4 children while simultaneously running a traveling petting zoo. Although living a busy lifestyle, Michelle and her husband always make sure to prioritize the needs of their children. Given how much they care for their safety, they install a nanny cam inside their baby daughter's bedroom. One night, while looking over at the baby monitor, something downright spooky is caught on camera. Michelle says that her baby daughter typically sleeps through the night, and if she were to wake up, she would usually cry out for her mother. But on this night, something unexpected happens. Watch. Michelle says that her daughter appears to be pointing at something in the dark. What's even more odd is that her baby daughter was laughing and pointing at something for about an hour or so before going back to sleep. It's because of this clip that Michelle thinks that her daughter has encountered something paranormal. According to her, her daughter was seeing something that we couldn't. Whatever it was that her daughter was seeing, Michelle hopes that it was nothing serious or anything that should be a cause for concern. Who knows as to whether or not her daughter had actually seen something that night. But like always, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Until next time. A child is woken up late at night and does something that has left its parents completely disturbed. This footage was taken in the middle of the night when all of a sudden, this happens. Somehow, the child maintains a perfect balance as it reaches out towards something. Viewers believe that it's reaching out to a paranormal entity inside the room. Whether it's malicious or not is unknown, but given the situation the child is in, some believe that a sinister presence was responsible for the child's behavior. Although we don't know for sure if it's something paranormal, the piercing scream of the child is without a doubt pretty chilling. Not much else is known about the video, but the footage itself is enough for us to know that what happened that night is beyond strange. A man is woken up by a mysterious noise when something very strange is caught on camera. This video was posted about 9 months ago, and the person who recorded this says that while spending the night at his aunt's house, which is very old, unusual events took place. This is the video he took.
I'm still hearing voices. Listen. Jesus Christ.
You can just deflect all the flames by putting your wallet towards it. Or if a terrorist charges you with a blowtorch, you can just take your wallet out and deflect all the flames away.
There's just nothing like it on the market today.
Act now and you can get a TAC wallet.
I still love that they have a tank here. They don't really use it for anything, but they must have rented it for the day and said, God damn it, it's here. Might as well do something with it. The beauty about these tactical commercials here is they just fill me with a sense of pride and patriotism. Like, when I watch these, I feel as though the blood in my body has been replaced with diesel and freedom.
You found the perfect dog. No. But one thing you never found? The perfect leash. Nick Bolton here with my good buddy Rex. To tell you about our latest addition to our tactical line. We call it Tac Leash.
What? You thought dogs couldn't be tactical too? You fucking idiot.
Tac Leash can instantly instill military discipline in even the wildest dog. And do it with his comfort and yours in mind.
I love this bold claim here that the Tac Leash is going to somehow immediately discipline your dog. As if the second you put it on your dog, it just puts its paw over its chest and starts singing the Star-Spangled Banner. It's like, well, pardon me, I know I was a bit rowdy before, but now that you've got the Tac Leash, I'll be a little more well-behaved.
This leash is made tactical grade. It's sheathed in abrasion-resistant nylon, has a durable metal clip, and can withstand more pulling force than even the strongest dogs can generate. In fact, it can even pull my Humvee. Now that's what I call military tough.
Imagine the pranks you could pull with that kind of power. Just get your Tac Leash out and clip it onto someone's Humvee and clip the other side onto a building, and the second they try and take off, all hell breaks loose. It's so powerful. You could wrangle bears with the Tac Leash. They're not gonna break it.
Nick Bolton here to tell you about the newest TAC-Light innovation, the Bell & Howell TAC Pen. That's right, we made a TAC-Light the size of a pen, yet without sacrificing any features.
You've gotta have a tactical pin. Obviously, James Bond had one, now you can too, thanks to Nick Bolton.
Visible up to 2 nautical miles away. Comes in to focus its beam wherever you want. And won't quit even in the most bitter cold or extreme heat. And yes, it survived getting run over by my Humvee.
Of course the Tac Pen is passing Nick Bolton's torture test with flying colors. The classic, boiled alive, frozen in a block of ice, and run over by a Humvee. No problem for the Tac Pen.
Like an emergency escape tool that can shatter glass. Now that's what I call military tough. It even has a built-in multi-tool for quick fixes. And oh yeah, it's actually a working pen.
Well, I'd fucking hope so. It's called the Tac Pen. If it didn't actually work as a pin, you'd be lying to me, and that'd be a sin. And Nick Bolton doesn't sin. It really sounds like this pin has a little of everything. I wouldn't be surprised to hear the claim that it's also got an AI assistant that can take a corporeal form and cook for you, clean for you, as well as also do all of your tax work. Like, it's got so many features, it's unreal, all packed into one pin. Unbelievable. But unironically, I do think the emergency escape tool on it is pretty nice. We were actually just talking on stream the other day about, like, when a car submerges, usually the best way of getting out is breaking the window, which is not an easy thing to do, which is why you need a tool for it. So that's kind of a cool thing there, like, actually kind of cool that it's part of the Tac Pin.
I mean, there's just nothing like it on the market today.
It can open a nice cold brewski, say no more. I've ordered 50 Tac Pins just in case. That's by far the best feature.
Everybody has a pair of work gloves. But can your work gloves do this? Or even this? And still let you do this? These can. Nick Bolton here with an exciting new addition to our tactical line. We call them Tac Gloves.
Not only can you punch through cinder blocks, you could probably punch through space and time itself for how powerful these puppies are. They're like infinity gauntlets for your hands. I wouldn't be surprised if with the Tac Gloves you could deflect fucking bullets with them if you wanted to.
and avoiding accidental cuts and jabs, keeping your hands protected during rugged activities, or for extra security anytime you think you may need it.
It's like a pair of built-in brass knuckles to these gloves here, so you can win any street fight that you might find yourself in the middle of an alley at night. This will come as no surprise to all of you, but there are still so many tactical products that I haven't watched yet. I binged a lot of them, but there's still so many. Maybe I'll go through the rest of the catalog some other time this week, but it is so impressive just how many tactical products they are making. It is awesome. I fucking love these commercials. They're so good. But yeah, anyway, that's about it. See ya.
物有灵，世间有情。
够麻的。
摸摸卡 said 我只能打一场。
那你要打什么？我现在刷赛了，因为我才刚排到。
摸摸卡 said feels dank man。
那怎么办？干那怎么办？你只打一场，鸡巴我认开始哎。
摸摸卡 said 完美。
啊？我撞到台湾人哎，撞到什么邵凡跟考嘎，完了要被吃分了，哎，这局直接放弃。
said 那没办法。摸摸卡 said Q underscore Q。
那我先玩啦，反正这局也要被吃分了，没差。
摸摸卡 said 在对面哦。
要在对面啊，这两个人应该蛮有名的吧？
很强呗。
对，应该很强。
said Q underscore Q。
那也没办法啊，遇到就遇到啦，对不对？遇到就遇到啦，又不能弃赛。
Hello。
怎么回应？正面看到，两边吧。
摸摸卡 said 加油。
移动出来。
这个人我不知道，但我只问确定第一关。
啊，完了，
被我在摸 B 通。
沙发一个。
蓝车。
检举。
这不是，这个
不是，我死在箱子上，左边箱子。
刚才不知道是哪一个。
I might die or
Ancient is a non.
He's just doing drifts on people.
Tank, bro, I'm stuck.
Joe.
I'm sorry, I misfired slightly.
What do we all do when we hear rock music?
Raise
our
our
arm is up, and that's what you do. As cliche as it might possibly be, that's what feels good, and that's just kind of like how your body goes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Guys, there are very few videos on the internet that make me genuinely ashamed to
Swear I couldn't sleep awake last night. No point in turning off the lights. Not the same without your head on my shoulders. Growing pains, but I don't wanna get older. Almost like we left it all already. Couple feelings never laid to rest. Didn't know that the party was over. And it's true that I need you here closer. Burning photos. How to learn to let go of I used to. Somebody in another skin. I heard that you're happy without me, and now it's true.
防我站小一小，过来帮忙。
Terrorists win.
来了来了，
退回去。别打。
小刀小刀，小刀2个，赶紧打吧，捡了吹风机。
牛逼！
我操，畜生！
我就知道个逼养电击枪。
Come on, let's go. I'm throwing a flashback. Flashback. Throwing fire. Throwing flashbang.
太小一。
中路很残，一定选
中路还有2。
哎 ，CT 有个很残，打2枪。
我的，不好意思。你要找我有事儿，烦死了。
大哥没有啊，他退后点了。
嗯，感觉藏烟。
Terrorists win. Let's go, let's go.
我靠，你好卡呀！出门我去。
我币不多，我币不多。
喷子打一起。
Setting smoke screen.
边边。
Flashbang out.
我们3打
闭门，没了。
Going live.
别通包，别通包。快别通。
杀地道去。
这什么？
狗
在外面。不在。
慢慢。
我操！
Get ready. It is going to explode.
我丢了。
这他妈没事。
接着打币。
With much thanks. We shall rule today.
我直接冲，看我没钱。
没的。
扩展。走。勇士。
请加一个。
Smoking.
安全，还必通报。
我没抓，我躲了。
你没血看 B 啊？杀敌2。
退一个。
该有 AK 等会啊，绿色。
玩你！
他不玩了，他们。
来杀敌！
怎么总是这种位置啊？把打B，我操！
这能打进去吗？这还
真不知道。
你看看丢不丢烟了？
干嘛？
丢烟就有点难打。
上了。
哎，我操
！A 小一个，退回去。
我操，这烟有缝。
头皮烟。
拿把手。哎，哥们，救我一下，我是包。来，我来。底下到了，你帮他看。
紧加里面。小 A 大不知道有没有兄弟。
杀啊！谁大一个？
A 大。
黑大门，
这里一个，没下一个，上来，杀敌最后一个，右手，
我操，手抖到。
就把我 AK 偷了呗。
过了，好像哇子，2个黑大，快升过了，别去了。
是，
别小一个。
A 2个 B 1个，确定的。请加 B 包进。
出来了 ，B 有2个，我操！
刚下大坑了，有个。往下一跳。
插烟雨，
大学掉了。
没加伞。
石头一。
左边。
前面掉了悬疑弹。杀敌 AK 掉了，杀敌 AK 掉了，好枪！你这插这件崭新的，
什么？酒精的。
哦，看着挺新。
这枪不吃磨损。
反击。把上下了。
看里。
烟里边那厕所。
2个走吧。
完了。
几个的对面。
有枪没捡吗？枪给捡了。等，不急。那可能都在啊。哎，丢错了。屁股来了。
坑里去了。
我操！打进去。
我感觉能红叶跳井家。有伞。
来杀第一个去，
杀第一个去。
去打击。
A 小。
没事 ，A 小打不到。操，后来了。两个都在上面。
我的，打慢了。
好。
应该跳下去把那2个杀了转 B， 我操！
问题杀不掉呀，打88。
那个狙没打到。
那狙给我打枪26。
过一个。
小刀也。有奖
没到。
这烟子。慢点。
地上没回防的。别急，还有个大伞，我跟鸟居追一下，小心屁股。小心大。
我在这，别漏他。我在小架。
狙不敢漏了啊，可以加 B。
狙位大狙。
我来。
闭门外箱子 ，CT。
闭门箱子。nice， 闭门。
我帮你。
狗洞小心。没了。
CT 刚才到了，小心杀地。
我先把。 快别动。
地通有，地通，两个都在中门地通。
掉一个，
杀敌中门半血。 那道是跳蓝箱打呢，还是直接拉出去打呢？
你位置不好，你跳不了蓝箱，你跳不到蓝箱的，你拉出去打就可以了。
行，
我就喊。
蓝桶区。
中路有没有？
可以打两枪，最后一枪了吧？
8点8点。
来了，小 A 小 A 小 A 小，
有，
换枪，兄弟换枪，
不换。
杀了一个卡里，A 小的刚刚。OK， 都是。耶！
我操！
吃甲起成鸟居。小心 B。
A 大没抢，A 大没抢。
长江下，长江下看啊，长江下看。 还有傻逼
啊！
卡狗，两个 A 小。放没见，放没见。
声音他们听着。妈！
我他妈以为他妈的，
这个他妈扒什么勾扒的，他妈整天拿把电击枪蹲着。
我起码去抢下 A 门吧。来这是。
我来。
俩。
中间的枪将，
杀敌！
紧张，箱子！
妈的，个架子烟的，快跑快跑！不是这个，不是这个，还有人的。来，掉俩了，掉俩了。
别抢，
换一下，换一下。
杀第一个。哇，开挂。
别抢。我操！串烧，我操！ 应该没什么钱。
真的吃了一下，一小，哎，拉出来。
哎，电梯位出来了。
嗯。
Setting up some fire.
I am planting the bomb. Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win.
Half an hour with Pearl Edwards. I am Pearl. It's lovely to be here. We have a special guest that I'm excited to have onto our show. What is your name? You're wonderful.
Let's go, people.
So glad you are here.
没大放了，
两边
退了，
打 B 了应该。
帮一下他们。
封 B 了 ，nice。
包在边。
我卡一门呢。
他这没见
，A 小。
我操妈的，像坨屎！站在茶铺上面放炮，我操！
我俩一块儿把这雷炸了吧？走。那闪。
还有。哎。
我跟不上你。这。
我操！插我后面。
哥，陈色，
我傻了。
你们那两个队友来在底下。这边 B 中了。
我操！我以为没人了。
陈色多俩队友了。
我能发谁的？
给大家抢了，OK。
哎，还在 B2，他妈的！咋有傻逼架？
哎，打头！我操！摸一下就是。
嗯。
你妈的，打的时候蹲了，我操，他窜到楼梯了，我操！
那发一把给
你。不用了，我起冲锋枪吧。
哎 ，OK。
养下惊喜。
到。
没去。
穿上烟了。
走吧，走。
冲下来，
走。
我操，逼近了！这一滴血，就进一个。
就2个人了，等下队友。是哪一个？
哪里啊？不是，包点。去你妈！你给我来颗火。
按到一个，按到一个。
标上面，标上面，露脚了。这个牛逼！我是傻逼，两个标，两个
标，下烟的。
标很要蓝，那个残的标那个。
出门也。
傻逼，
傻逼。不用打他，你给我放个进来，不用打。
啊！大象，我操，大狙！
开刀吧，开刀吧，
完了！
哎，他以上算了。
看傻了都。
这是哪个呀？这是对面。
对面第一。不是紫色，紫色。
OK， 去。A 小上了。
血头俩，一个打两枪。
两个，都在。你可以贴近，我跟你闪。
我他妈举烟。
还有一个。爆点。哎，连。我的，可能露脚了。给我一枪，我操！
你都杀30个了，哥们儿！
我操，没注意。
我操！
是吧？体验不？我他妈一直在回消息，服了。A 门包，我看到了。他封烟了，他自己封的。我看到 A 门那是包。A 门进去了。
有个人机，你可以找一下。
人机在家。
人机给他。
他过来。
挨门里面。
哎，他过来了。
我俩杀阴啊 ！A 大来。
包点。
你别漏了，等他们。
你俩抽。
我俩等他。
包点你到。
狙那个狙。哎。好，
那忍者位了都。
追小了。
追小。哎，可惜。
哎，对面的逼养回来了。
他回来就得输。好，
来了，
好电。B 2有一个
，B 是不是要进？
没有 ，B 肯定要去的。
没打2个。
好。
B 没漏。
别把狙
过了。哎 ，B 小心啊！这人呢？
是这人吗 ？B 那个？
是。他过去回去绕了。
我操！出了一个。
哇！
哎，蓝箱啊！别，俩，跑吧，你跑吧。 3个好像，没打。
我来卖。
被怼了，追不管。
坑了一个狙。
一把。
行。我顶没小，那放。给他双包点，他喷。
我他妈中路压了。
完了，死了，慢脚。来，我再
拿。黄车一个兄弟，你把那 AK 捡了，这 AK 能拿。黄车的，我本来想拿了给你的。
一。
Bomb has been planted. Counter-terrorist. I am planting the bomb has been planted. Take care of yourselves.
bad guys here. Just remember that.
We will defeat the mercenaries. Throwing fire! This is bandit country. Shoot everything. Going live. Let's go. Let's go. Grenade. Grenade.
พร้อมนะ
If we can't capture them, shoot them.
We have arrived. I'm throwing a flashbang. Flashbang out.
Oh, beating for bunker. Cơ quan.
Bye.
Come on, let's go! I'm throwing a grenade! Counter-terrorist. Activating the bomb. Let's go! Throwing fire!
好望我，
I'm throwing a grenade!
中路还有2个。2个 highway， 2个 highway。
I'm throwing a flashbang. Terrorists win. Bomb has been planted. Let's go! Grenade out. Throwing a grenade. Throwing fire. Terrorists win. Look, bomb has been planted. Throwing fire. Defusing the terrorist. Bomb has been planted. Go, go, go! Deploying flashbang. Laying down smoke. Defusing. Terrorists win. I'm planted. Bomb has been planted. Together we can do this. Grenade out! Fire! Counter-terrorist. Bomb has been planted. Let's get this done. Deploying flashbang. Incendiary.
大门开的，大门一个点。
Incendiary out.
兄弟呀、
Terrorists win. Activating the bomb. Go, go, go! I'm throwing a grenade! I'm throwing a grenade! Grenade! Counter-terrorist. I'm planting the bomb. Let's go! Follow them! We will make them regret this day.
Laying down a smoke.
Terrorists win. Bomb has been planted. Move! Throwing flashbang. Terrorist. Bomb has been planted.
Grenade out.
Deploying flashbang. Laying down smoke. Flashbang.
Defusing the bomb.
Bomb has been defused. Bomb has been planted. Let's move out.
Flashbang.
Flashbang. Terrorists win. Bomb has been planted.
I said, girl, why you keep calling? I said, girl, why you keep calling? Now she said, I need